He is 22 years, first full season in the Premier League as a senior player, and he don't be the rave of the moment. A lot of clubs need a striker, and he's the obvious choice to a lot of people in terms of waiting in get on ground and waiting in off he do for this in first full season. He is the son of a man with a very, very strong shoulder and arm, and he started in Manchester. So Liam Delap, now the conversation of the day in terms of who will define striker. So I want to know which club where I think say be the best suit and which club is just the best suit for him in terms of everything. We are talking the club that can pay, talking the club that can pay his salary, also the club that can play him and where he go fit in and everything.
And the club that doesn't have to sell before they buy.
No, I think Austin don't talk him now. United don't have to sell anything. They don't need any.
So no excuse
for
to
qualify.
So
now you have
now you say you have to sell. Now you say you have to sell.
Now they tell you since beginning of season say this is Manchester United. They talk say we need to do this. We cannot sell.
Can I respond? May I respond to you? All of us know say where we dey and where those people they don't be the same. Most of the times, all we do discuss here is more of speculations. Okay. But most of the time, your speculation will be hint on what those men are doing.
But you knowing the brand of Man U.
Excuse me, now let me come. I'm a Man U fan. For we to get Ogate, we needed to sell McTominay. It was everywhere. We were waiting for Napoli to pay us. I'm coming. Don't forget that business was instrumental payment. Yes. It was installment.
All this anything apart from release clause.
That one now one.
You know me say
we were also waiting for West Ham to give us 50 million pounds on Wan-Bissaka before we could pay for Mazarawi. As at that time, in so many press conferences, even as at February, January, Amorim will tell you that you are in a difficult condition. We need to let players go to free space and generate money. This was the idea. The likes of Ratcliffe was selling to Man U board. And you don't expect we United fans to say otherwise. Yes. Now, Austin, when me and you know, say so long as transfer is concerned, him and Fabrizio, nobody come close to them. Those guys dig deep. They know things we don't know. And immediately he came out and make that statement. People like me sat back, and it was a sign of relief to me. I'm happy to hear it.
So the board and the manager and the way the previous transfers don't go sold it in a way that it was you believed it and you took it up like that. No problem. Fair enough.
We'll forgive you.
Fair enough.
We'll forgive you. You have luck.
Fair enough. No problem. It's fine. So now Liam Delap, which club suit and pass?
So on this Liam Delap matter, I feel like we don't hear, we don't see, we don't watch him, we don't see what if he do and the rest. But I feel like say it's somehow similar to Haaland. These are my points,
bro.
Their age.
See,
Haaland a defender now.
Shake my hand. If you talk this thing, I don't need to talk again.
Their age, first of all. Haaland is 21. This Delap senior Haaland. Haaland get more goals than him for professional football. Haaland is on like 50 something. This Delap, everybody they want hype today. He has like 20 something goals. I know say he never really play for very good team. You imagine they play for
Ipswich
and they pull out the kind number so you don't pull out 10 plus goals this season. Definitely people go always want to talk about you. Plus when the way the market don't be, you get 30 million.
One of the lowest release clause.
Yeah, release clause based on say they relegate them and the rest. People go always want to talk about them. But me, like my club, I don't feel like say we need today in that kind of conversation. Say they go for Delap. Maybe probably Man U as they struggle now. If you want to take that,
so Man U go shoot and pass to you.
They don't take similar risks with Haaland. So I don't feel like say those top 5 clubs or those top 6 clubs they will know. Suppose you should be going to a club like West Ham or those other clubs that we say may go try because that one they similar to in level.
Yeah.
Rather than bringing him to a club like this. If he come, most of these clubs they see today ain't go flop.
Why?
One thing why I don't use defend Haaland over the past period and where I don't talk say he just need games to pick. Now say as a footballer, the most basic thing where you go hold for hand at every point in time, whether you're under a good coach or a bad coach or whatever, now your natural abilities and attributes. if you get speed, whether coach way good, whether coach way they play 4-3-3, 4-1-1 or whatever come the club, you will always have pace. If you get body balance and stamina, no matter the coach way come with whatever football, those your attributes would always be there. Now whether if it fit in and how much if it blend in terms of chemistry with your teammates. Haaland attributes na the ideal number 9 attributes of Amorim system. Everything Gyökeres does minus goal scoring, Haaland can do on his day, at his age. This is somebody that is just 21 years. I don't talk about people, they always say, hey, Lamine Yamal 21, 22 or whatever. But 21. At 21 years, he came to Manchester United and was expected to carry that club from the death, coming from Atalanta with him blue eyes. Now he don't get hunchback Adam
with black
because
eyes
of the weight.
With black eyes now.
You understand? So to me, if I look at Delap, that's another English Haaland to me. That's another English Gyökeres to me. Pace, yes. Bokarin, yes. That doggedness and being a nuisance to defenders. Ain't get them too. You get so. If you have Haaland, why being in the conversation for Liam Delap again? Is he a set piece specialist? What does he do? What does he have to offer extra individually? Minus the goal scoring way. If Haaland just begin peak form, everything is already there. The square peg don't enter the square hole. So to me, going back to the way Chelsea they try set up that said, and by the way, everybody they carry this Liverpool they play. This Nunes where they want pursue, bro. Those people they go do something where go shock people. Isak or Osimhen or something crazy like that go happen, and everybody go cause
American owners.
And them wicked. They no go talk. And they laugh.
American owners
I they tell you say at the American owners they no go. I don't know them.
They're business minded.
For them to time Nunes, as Nunes bang them that goals. When he did this one, they just go sign him.
No, I say if you observe, they didn't really play Nunes again. They don't want. I say they don't want to pay extra money, like for in games.
And they have 5 million.
Anyway,
just for 5 million.
So back to what I talk. I just feel say Chelsea has to be the front runners for this guy. Hopefully, for whatever sake, then get Champions League football. That's a step up for him playing in the Champions League. And then I don't know how much he go want to return back to Manchester again, having come through at City. Why did it happen?
Bartolome they laugh.
So I don't know how much you go want return to Manchester, having come through at City. You get players don't do him, Sancho don't do him, but I'm just saying I don't know how much him in there attached to City. That being said, to me, I feel so at Chelsea because if you look at the chance creation and if you look at the wingers we didn't get, he just needs some more refined instruction. If the Haaland did Chelsea, he won't be this poor.
He will be worse.
To me,
we get,
you get so
as defender. We think they buy Haaland.
No, just do your job in terms of those. So to me, I just feel say now Chelsea be to me Chelsea. They will pay him, and they will pay the money.
For me, looking at Liam Delap now beautiful baller. That Ipswich Town when he plays as the target man most times. If
yes,
any ball we didn't get going forward, Liam Delap hold up play.
And a very good hold up.
Yeah.
If he receive the ball from halfway line
and if
carry
he
and
reach your post, like play like playing go they move, just like Elanga. Go they move.
Yeah.
That guy get him. He get him. You understand me? He get that hold up play. He get that ability to distribute the ball when he on the ball. When he get that ability to still create chances.
Yeah.
And he still dey very fast to get into the box. And he
In
get
behind.
that position. He get that position in which say attacker go position any small thing tap him. You understand me?
Yeah.
But the problem what I get with him now that aggression.
Attitude.
You understand me? That attitude problem. See, if you're playing in a top flight like this big six, then one thing where you guys understand be say as an attacker, where you be, it's good to be dirty,
Yeah.
but it's not good to be over dirty. You understand?
Especially with more eyes at the bigger
I'm
club.
telling you, with more eyes at the bigger club, because all these things are things where clubs they look.
Yeah.
Clubs go look like if we tell this guy something, would he abide? You understand me? All those your attitude, they flare up every time. But if you're doing it on the pitch,
Yeah.
it's very good. You're a shitty player. Everybody go enjoy him. But now the question why I get now is say, can you maintain this standard? Because this Liam Delap they see for what did they call him? Ipswich. Okay, Ipswich, if he win one match today, lose straight 3. Nobody go ask him any question.
Yeah.
Nobody go say Liam Delap, you had a clear opportunity.
Exactly.
But now you will be the Haaland. Haaland fit play for Ipswich Town, score 1 goal in 3 matches. Nobody go shout to. But because he's playing for Manchester United, They will be like, Bruno Fernandes, give you one through pass, you pull out. That is the pressure that comes in playing in one of the big teams.
Of course.
So if you're coming to play as a striker in one of the big teams, be ready to handle it. Me, I know as I take drag.
So you feel he can't?
I know as I take.
Do you feel he can? Do you feel he can? Can he handle the pressure?
Now waiting me, I don't know because he has not played there yet. But now, if you want to know, say this guy if he handle the pressure. Now, if any big team is ready to take the risk, he's not
So
a bad striker.
which team suits him?
For now,
Expectations
a lot
are-
of teams in the Premier League suit him. When we are talking about the big teams, Brighton himself don't become one of the big teams. Newcastle is there, but I'm not sure.
Let's talk of the
Tottenham.
headliners.
So
Headliners.
now, for me now, even if the problem with me, I go talk say let us not sign, make man you know sign and be say you have a 21 years old trying to bubble up his career, and you're signing a 22 years old. Who is the head man? Who is the leading man? Now, if we come to Arsenal now. We get Kai Havertz already. So and we get Gabriel Jesus and we still want if you carry Delap, who is the head man? You understand? Leading. Because if you get player now where day 21, you come by another one where day 20, you go be like Zexi telling you that he's learning from minor, be minus anything that kind of thing.
Oh, yes.
So you need one experienced man up there.
Yeah.
If to say experienced man there for Man U, this Haaland way they see here will not be this bad. Who is he learning
So
from? Who is coaching him?
club suits him?
So for me, I think the first club you should be thinking of going to any club that wants to get him now in these big C's. For me, it falls upon Tottenham. For me, it falls upon Tottenham.
Solanke.
It's not. You must not buy him to start.
But that boy needs games now.
That boy need
but-
games.
He won't go there.
But what
He
of-
must
what
not-
of-
because if you dey rush come Arsenal, Man U, Chelsea, bro, the pressure where they there. If you want to be the
Alright,
head
fair,
man,
fair.
To
pressure
add
dey.
enough to add to what Ade is saying, my own opinion on this what the Delap issue is that first of all we know the name, we know the responsibility that he's carrying because his dad
Yes.
has been a big shot.
He
in
has
England.
been in the spotlight.
So to an extent, it's more like Marcelo now, as in Pekin don't sign for Madrid now, all eyes will be on Marcelo's son and Ronaldo's son and the Messi's son. So at that point, Delap number one.
Ronaldinho's
That's
son.
yes. All this even Beckham said.
That Ronaldinho's son.
He's
He
not
don't like
ready.
say,
He's not ready.
Nah, Dama Traore is son.
They say for spotlight.
He's
They
not
they
ready.
run.
Ronaldinho, go and check that boy's mother.
He's not ready.
Something is
Don't
wrong.
DNA
He's not
sharp.
ready.
Hey!
He's not ready.
But
Which kind of picking be that?
most professional players, their children they do
What
well.
of-
I beg, help yourself.
Alonso family, Marcus Alonso family, father to grandfather to grandson to son to all of them.
Maldini too.
Maldini
But
lineage.
how many of them? Almost all of them get player. Almost everybody will play football.
But it's more difficult.
It's more difficult, bro.
What of Beckham's song? What of Zidane?
That one he's
Then
supposed
all
to
those
do
are
this.
Maradona.
That one
and
he's
the
not
rest.
supposed to get Netflix
Messi
show.
song good.
I beg,
So,
go ahead.
Messi, eh?
Ankara Messi.
Messi son.
His song
In
good.
the whole case, but when you see Delap play, that Delap get now this player will get that kind of aggression.
Yeah.
It's a player that can give you 90 minutes. Because if you talk of that runs to an extent now, player giving you 90 minutes doesn't mean the experience is there. You go still see that small picking stuff for him body.
And fitness.
Also
Now,
can just
these
be there
days,
to an extent.
to
So
see that player, we go give you match after match.
Ade will be right on the media hype and the media pressure. It will come in. There is no pressure in Ipswich to impress anybody because you are playing for a team that is just playing in the Premier League to survive. You are not playing for a team that wants to win the Premier League. So there's a different level of pressure that is going to come there
feel it won't be
to an extent. So now, if we are saying Man United, if it's Man United, I feel that at the end of the day, Man United will get tired of the defender Haaland and cash in on a good striker that is coming in. I don't think Man United might continue with Haaland to an extent. They just want this season out.
Where should he go?
So I feel on my own now, I feel Delap would even fit in at Arsenal because the players that they called in, which are like Jesus
26.
is
Havertz,
a dead
26.
player.
Dead and
Havertz,
gone. Dead and gone.
we know why we say Havertz. If you go there for no sell him.
Yeah.
So all these players now, and now Arsenal would want to build in with the young. Arsenal would not be willing to bring in that kind of 80 million, 150 to go for a particular player.
All right. Fair.
That's what I just feel. So I just feel that maybe it's Arsenal. I don't think Chelsea will go for that because with this regret for Jackson, they know they give us Wahala. We don't want double Wahala.
All right.
One thing we favor the lap, I say. I remember you were aware then when we were talking about Gyökeres and Arsenal, and I said something. I said we have all agreed that when you're signing a player, you're taking a gamble.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who you are
Every
signing.
signing is
Na
different.
gamble.
Yeah.
So, and I said something like, if Gyökeres come to Arsenal and flop, statements like Premier League is not Portuguese League will come up. So things like that. Now, on that ground, the lab stands a chance because it's Premier League to Premier League.
Yeah.
When you want to rate a player, there are things you consider his ability as a player, you consider the team he's playing, and the quality of the player he's playing around. When you check all this, he's a very good player. Because there are players in the big six that have not been able to do what he's doing. Then if you talk pressure, I think he can handle the pressure. Born and brought up in England,
Spotlight Pekin.
he has been there.
Yeah.
He has been there. He has worked with the likes of Jason Lee calls them. He has worked under big football people.
Yeah.
So him being at Ipswich, I don't think it's a mistake. And if you talk about him from there to a big team, people have done it. Usain Were from Everton,
Yes.
and it worked.
Sir.
So many players have done that. As Liverpool go to a smaller team, maybe people in 10th or 11th, and it worked. Somebody can move from Chelsea to Arsenal and it will not work. You can stay from Southampton going relegation and come to and it will work. What I don't like, when people talk about aggression, I don't like it. Because the football we are watching today, to me, it's a little bit boring.
You don't get red card or something.
I don't know.
But in they come as substitute like 70 minutes, 75, you don't get card. In this kind of player where they do retaliation.
Excuse me.
Like if you mess them up,
excuse me. It might be justifiable. Because if you are playing with Ipswich and they're coming from the bench and you know your what, you might be angry.
That's just
his
Retaliation.
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 The player that have gotten like a yellow card in
Mine.
3 straight
I am
match.
coming. Yellow card is not red card. I am tired of watching boring football. Because when you talk about the rise of Eric Cantona, Luis Suarez, when Rooney from Everton to United, you talk about
it made no difference to their game.
You get it's even add to their game. You add to their game. You can't be happy that you have a striker, a defender push him, he stand and clean his hand. No. You need that a little bit of animal in the player. Because if you watch Erling Haaland, when he's coming, defenders like take over. And when
that's the arrogance too.
you need it. You need it. And if you talk about teams that I think every team in the big six promoting United to where they're supposed to be, all need him. He is 30 million pounds by his contract. If the relegate is 30 million. So if imagine Arsenal buying Gyökeres and buying Delap, they won't crop. Their bank will not fold. If United buy, let me say, Isaac, for example, and pay 30 million, and let these two boys on ground go, at the end of the day, it means we'll have a big striker and we'll have an English boy who can come up and do something. So his price tag alone has removed that pressure on him. Because Haaland suffered a lot. Coming from Atlanta with 10 goals, 72 million pounds. To play for Manchester United, not as a second striker, as the number one striker, without anybody to learn from. So there were so many, and he didn't come to a flying Man U. He came to a United that we are crumbling. A United that we are expecting him to be the Zlatan.
I say your first experience, travel to England,
you get so it will be very difficult. It will be very difficult for Delap to find himself in such situation because of the price tag. Chelsea can buy, because I don't know what you guys are saying about Man U because of, okay, we have a 22 and a 23. Jackson's also 23. He is 22. You get, I can advise Chelsea to keep Jackson and buy Delap.
Jackson is what? Sorry.
It should be 23. Isn't it 23?
You mean him?
You mean him?
I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's 23.
You mean him?
You get, so
we all know he's 23.
So if you are signing a Delap, if you are signing a Delap to come and play with Jackson in Chelsea, it's like signing him to come and play with Haaland. It doesn't make sense.
23 day.
One day too. I'm telling you what I saw. You get? Waiting there and now they tell you. So to me, I can advise Man U. I know why Man U want to buy him. I know why you want to buy him. Last 5 years, Man U will not buy him. They are going for him because he's cheap. Because Jackson.
So does it fit? Does it make sense him to buy him?
That is what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense.
So where does
23?
Where does it make sense?
Arsenal said they have 300 million pounds to spend.
Not rec. We don't have to spend
30 billion.
No, Arsenal can end up getting 2 strikers by summer.
For me, I don't think
Arsenal,
so,
yes.
because then go keep. I think Arsenal. I have a.
Gabriel Jesus
If I want to
is
mention-
about to make a press conference for
If I want to mention a
promises made.
particular team,
You say West Ham now.
no, they like a particular. I mentioned so many teams. A particular team, and Newcastle, because of the coach. Get away the
Isaac
coach.
may leave too.
Yeah. Aside Isaac,
Yeah,
even if he be
very
back
good
up,
point,
even
very
if
good
he
point.
even if
And
he be
that
back up,
extra, yeah.
even if he be back up to
Hamas a big
Isaac.
room player.
Yes, and mostly the way they work with all these English boys, all these Harvey Barnes, and
point.
the other guys.
I also understand his reason. He wants to play in a big team.
Of course, yeah.
Because now something is on ground. Hurricane will soon leave. If there is an heir to that English throne of number 9,
Yeah.
Delap is there. So he would like to play in
hustling for it.
He's hustling for it. He would like to play in a team where game time will not be discussed.
And also the thing just is so annoying to me. Now this whole thing again.
We don't.
I say player no day.
Yes, we don't talk about before now.
Is lining up on these boys.
Yes,
there's a player in the championship now that has so goals. People wingers there. You get one 17-year-old winger where they born him for Porto now. Everybody go close pocket. Now when somebody go sign him, Brighton now go carry him for 6 million. You can't carry your 120. Go they beg. No problem. Player no day.
They sign from Chabel. Just bring her 1 kilo.
but now check out.
Okay, people don't say the Tony we bring for benefit from us from where.
How much
the Watkins now where they price 60 million for bring him
you they go far.
Morgan Rogers them.
Una they go far.
Morgan Rogers.
How we want
Morgan Rogers, we don't call you 3 players now. You don't call one.
You call 3 reasonable
Players there.
Mekele see.
Anyways,
the laziness on the side of chief scouts them. We can't
just unerring, bro. So annoying.
How we go take City and I discuss say Brighton buy Caicedo? He no sleep better 2 years with them. From £5 million to 115. So as at that time they sold that guy to you. If you like go win Premier League, they're better than you. Financially.
Yes, now financially they're better than you without winning the trophy.
So those guys are making it look like this Delap
and another 115. Now they use go pack the other ones. Them 66 million pounds come.
115 is like 20 million per season or something like.
Bro, I don't know if
they talk. Now 115 now.
Prize money comes.
Okay, now.
But if there is one team owing Brighton, it's Chelsea.
Of course.
Now if they want sell that Baleba them now,
they must.
There is an obligation to pay.
Now that if they want sell those Baleba now, they mint now all those. And still your 115 where you pay them, now they go use carry those ones for
how much.
Anyways, comment section, please. Let us know. Who do you think and where do you think? Thanks for watching. Right here, another one of our videos where you're supposed to like, and all our social media links. I beg, follow us on every platform because we get content for everybody.